That cute little emote figure. My microphone got stuck on my Silent Hill figure. I'm glad you added figure. I didn't want to think what you considered your Silent Hill. Yeah, it was my figure. Because she has this pipe. See the pipe in her hand? And it like hooks my wires sometimes if I don't do them properly. Fabulous. An icon. And she goes back in her home. So I think we're just continuing to do missions, actually. That's the plan. You let me know if sounds and stuff are alright. They feel alright to me. I'm just cleaning my glasses, really. I don't know how they get so grubby. I really don't. I don't bloody do anything with them. I didn't even take them out today. But to be fair, it's because my fingers get on them by accident sometimes. That feeling when you just clean your glasses and then you like forget you're wearing them. You go to scratch your eye and you touch them. No! Stop fingering your glasses. Excuse me? Right, how does everything look? Everything good? I think so. I actually don't think the ghost has moved my webcam for once either. For once. What's everybody eating right now or drinking? I've got a hot peach thing. Oh, actually, I was going to read the journal first, actually. It's the quiet before the storm. You mean this, like this section of the game? The missions that say N7, you see that one at the bottom there, N7 Cerberus Lab. They're not priority. We can do those, right? The lack of paranormal activity in your room. That's so funny. Like, yeah, maybe it will. Because you remember that stream where my bottle was on my desk and it ended up behind me? Like with a slam, like it had been thrown. And I was like, I don't know if that's shooty side missions. I might go and do that then. Because then that means I can clear the space of those Reapers. Then I can do some of the other side missions. Perfect. Perfect. I think it was up here. Look at me remembering. I would love to be able to turn that cutscene down specifically. That would be absolutely brilliant if I could do that. Absolutely brilliant. Nearly just gave myself a splinter.
Signal confirmed.
Oh! Javelin missile launchers. Suppose we could do it one more time. Franklin the Moon. Run away! Actually, that didn't... Maybe we can get away with one more. Might be over here somewhere, maybe? Nope. Apparently we only did 50%. So Dracaris.
I found something.
Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Credits? Huh? We got some fuel. Oh. 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 Sanctum is proof the old space adage just because it's garden world. Wait, I've read this before about a planet. Freezing ice storms cover the poles at the temperature. Because I remember that adage. Why did I come here? I did. It was ME2, but I'm trying to remember why I came here. Yet to develop land-based animals, invertebrates grow. Although when I was exploring the galaxy offline, I was reading some of the planets because I found some of them quite interesting. So maybe I didn't go there, but I just found it interesting. We've got to take Javik, haven't we? Got to see what we're working with here. Fuck yeah, fuel! I think I'm gonna go back to my shotgun for a little while. For my close combats and stuff. Try this one. I haven't gone out with that one very much. I like that scope on the Mattock. I think it's good. Garrus, should I let you try the other one? Not as high damage. Nah, fuck it. You can keep that one. I'll run with the other one. I prefer the faster rate of fire, I think. Let you run with that. Soulmates gain... Soulmates. Fuck me. Squad mates. Jesus. Squad mates gain incendiary ammo at 50% effectiveness or increase health and armor damage bonuses. I don't know, I kind of like my squad mates getting a little LP help there. That's pretty neat. Pyro squad, exactly. Right, let's auto level up and then maybe... Oh no. Yeah, I don't mind auto leveling in this, but it's just to make sure that some of them are worth picking. They went for damage. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's fine. I think we'll leave it as that. What's this one? Boost biotic and offensive abilities. Nice. Javik. I need to know this dude. I must have the software open twice. Thank you for letting me know. Rasky, how are you today? Sorted now. So, Courtney, your shepherd and chat as the party members. What skill are you giving each of them? Do you know what, Rasky? That's so funny you say that, because I was thinking today on the bus, yeah? It's like Discord is the Normandy, right? And I'm, if I had to gather you guys for a mission, like, yeah, I was thinking it would be really cool. I think if I was thinking about your one, I think you're very resilient.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Because, like,
Put him through, Lieutenant.
hang on, I'll explain in a sec. I won't talk over the cutscene.
Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Beep beep boo doo beep boop beep boop boo doo boop. Lives on the toilet cleaner slash cook. That's what you want to be.
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
Unqualified. Well, I was thinking about like your skills, you know, your guys' skills. Like Rescue, I don't know if resilience is the right word, like, but I think it is, because like what I mean is you know how you do like challenges and stuff, and you're very determined to get those challenges done to a high standard, you know, like no lows, no meds and stuff. And then so like I was thinking about like what you'll bring to the table. Like Sif, you're not, I don't look at you and think, yeah, you'd be great at cleaning the toilets. Is the volume's a bit loud for me, hang on a sec. Is this okay, this volume? I've just whacked it down by like one. Oh, listen to that music. Like Sif, your skill I would say is very good listener, very kind. I think you're good at reading people and their intentions and stuff, which can be very handy and helpful. Yo. And like, you know, like Rasky's very, like, you know that a job will get done if you give it to Rasky, you know? I only have a GCSEC and bulk maintenance. I don't think you'd be great at cleaning the toilet. Ouch, way to undermine my confidence. Sound is fine, by the way. Thank you so much, thank you. It was just a little bit loud on my end today. Finally here. Wow, the troops here are really intense. No one smiles, ever. And suicide on capture orders. And suicide on capture orders? Seriously, they call training interrogation. I start being interrogated tomorrow. Can't wait. Pfft, what a sentence. Oh, I love a shooty side mission, gang. Really do. What skills am I bringing to the Normandy then, gang? As your commander. Leadership skills, of course. Oh, that makes me feel nice. Integration successful. Suicide on capture orders confirmed. Cerberus is my friend. Obey, protect humanity at any costs. Look. What's this? This is the thing we were looking for, I think. There's two of them. There's 3 of them. There's millions of them.
There is no doubt. That's Reaper technology.
Got
We
the
found
signal.
some Reaper technology,
Meet
boys.
you at the landing pad.
Landing gear. Landing gear out. Oh, it'd be fun, like, if all of us could go paintballing, innit? Sounds like what they try and do to us at work. What? Oh, interrogation. Leadership and advanced Garrus calibration. I'll take it. Absolutely take it. Oh, that's so nice that both of you said leadership. Makes me feel good. Very good. Thank you. Kitty wants to shoot chat with paintballs. With balls, chat. With balls. I'm exploring. They're gonna make me go home. I wanted to shoot more. Where?
Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Oh, they're not gonna make me
Good work.
leave. Yay. Yay. There's more men. The music's beautiful. Shepard did kind of just get stuck on the wall there. Did you see that? Can I take a shortcut? Nah. He exploded. Wait, I've tried to read that like 3 times now. It's so risky. What's suicide on capture orders? What does that mean? Suicide on capture. Like commit suicide on when you capture the thing. Slight indoctrination if it is. Just read what Garrus said.
Cortez, second sample secured. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Pad got hot. Have to bug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire.
Oh shit.
Run in when I can. Out.
We just need to hold up until Cortez can pick us up.
Nothing like being stranded.
Never said it was.
Oh, he's right behind me. What the fuck? I might die here. Just kidding. I'm a god. If captured by the enemy, they will kill themselves. Yeah, that's like indoctrination, brainwashing and shit. Whoa. Hi, Javik.
Will only lead to metagel advances for Hanar. Only Cerberus would call that a failure.
Medical. Yo. Where's my Garrus? It's my baby. I need to explore. I can hear him. He doesn't say as much as he did in Mass Effect 2. He used to say a lot of like voice lines and stuff when he was shooting and stuff, and it's fine.
Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Yes.
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets. Time for something to get risky.
Oh shit.
Lieutenant!
I'm worried about Cortez.
Just reload and keep fighting.
Cortez, you got this. I'm on my way, Javik. Where is he? I can't see him.
Cortez, do you copy?
He is likely dead.
He'll make it. Let's just keep the
Oh yeah,
landing
look,
pad
I've
clear.
got the armor piercing rounds because it gives it to your teammates as well. Because Garrus is a baby. Hi Fanny, how are you? How's your Wednesday been? He used to say a lot when he's shooting, and it's fine. Said in a tone of voice that suggests that it's not fine. Yeah, it does make me a little bit sad. I do miss him saying all like his, you know, stuff that he used to say. I used to love it. You know I did. Well, what can you do, eh?
Commander had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
Understood?
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here.
I'm so used to fighting collectors. Sometimes Javik, I have to be careful with my trigger finger. There's a man behind me. Pretty tired, been a long day. How's stream going? I pretty much only just started really, but I'm loving it. Mass Effect 3, obsessed with it. Never played it before. This is a first time playthrough. Have you ever played it before? He fell.
We're at the extraction point.
He
Ready
came
to go.
back. He fell. Oh no. Not one of them. I see him. Oh. Right. We need to deal with that. Oh, actually, I know what I could have done there. I remember now you can ask your team to shoot certain stuff. So, like, I can ask them to focus on that. Which is really cool. Actually never played the Mass Effect games. They're on your bucket list. Oh my god, please do. They're amazing. Please do. They're absolutely incredible. It's the first RPG I've ever played. Shoot. I came here to shoot people. We'll get in a minute. Right. We're going, boys. Let's go.
Will do.
Will do.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
Blow it up. Just blow it up. You know the Alliance symbol? It's like an arch. It kind of looks like an A. When it's at the end of Normandy, it looks like on the side of the ship, it looks like Normandy, yeah. And it looked like that in the little cutscene where it was loading. Normandy, yeah. Oh yeah, we got the Eclipse peoples. The governor of the Batarian colony, Kamala, was outspoken in the early hours of the Reaper assault, blaming the Alliance for the destruction of the Batarian convoy. I could never remember how you say this bloody. Boys? Mass Effect 2 Fanny. Change your name. In fact, destroyed by the Reapers. Bowie. The Bowie. Now liberated from his world, the governor has undergone a dramatic conversion. His daily extranet videos rally his former conservative xenophobic subjects to embrace the Citadel species as brothers and sisters in arms. Unlike many Batarian politicians, he also avoids micromanaging military affairs, content with inspirational tasks and the logistical nightmare of providing urgently needed relief to Batarian refugees. Neat. That's because we gave him his thing. That was really important. Developed by the Alliance, Javelin missiles release dark energy upon impact. This creates devastating space-time disruptions, magnified warp fields that strip away targets' molecular bonds. Even the strongest kinetic barriers will eventually collapse after multiple impacts from these rockets. Alliance R&D commandeered several colony factories, and now produces enough Javelin missile launchers for all dreadnoughts in the Allied fleet. That's decent. Data liberated from Cerberus Research Lab includes reports on composition and strengths of various Reaper units. Alliance scientists are fact-checking the information, but it appears to be genuine, so Alliance military VIs can use it to strategize against the Reapers' ground forces. Rasky, it's been 7 years. I can't argue this anymore. Mate, it don't matter if it's 7 years or 70 years. Rasky, what have you been trying to get him to do for 7 years? Change his name. The meme lives on.
Yes, Commander?
He's back.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
We might get lots of people standing around here eventually, like beep beep boop boop beep boop. Current game 2 fanatic. That makes sense. Wonder if crew wants to speak to me. What do you think?
When this war is over, I hope we find every race that sat back while we bled and get some payback.
Yeah, that's a great plan. Follow war with more war.
Commander?
No. That's a no from specialist trainer. See, some of these don't come up, do they, as your missions and things? Because look, this is, I don't think this came up. Meet me in the embassy. I should write some of these down. I might write some of these down because I realized when I was offline that some of them, like the Miranda one, didn't come up on my assignments. You've done that quest. He was the dude after Kasumi. Oh, yes, he was. He was the Solarian. But does some of them come up or not? Doc says I'm ready for visitors. If it's a quest, it gets logged. Okay, then I won't. I was gonna make writings and drawings. I won't. Maybe the Primarch was on the toilet when you recruited Javik. Oh, yeah, he might have been. Oh, it's not just Rasky, everyone does it. Well, all the OGs at least. That's funny. You've done that quest. Oh, sorry. I've read that. And I'll fucking read it again. I don't think anyone's going to want to talk to me. I don't think we've done enough for people to think it was worth talking about.
Commander?
How's the ship running, Edie?
I am updating the cyber warfare suite around our Reaper IFF. It should resemble Reaper code exactly. Hello, Shepard.
Go. Hello. By the way, seems the Alliance won't allow men's room inspections anymore. I noticed, and I am fuming. I have written an email of complaint, distress, an email of distress that it won't let me look in the man's toilets anymore. That just sounds really incriminating. Edie made me laugh when she said Javik doesn't understand the human custom of gendered bathrooms, and in last stream it was kind of funny.
Do you hear that hum? Is that just me? Do you hear that hum? Is that just me? Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Is this like a mission? I need to go and locate the hum. So Javik's allowed in there. Why not me? Are you guys humming? You cannot locate James's tinnitus. Sorry, James. I think it might be you, my dude. My guy. Oh, things!
I hope I didn't leave you hanging too long on that last Cerberus raid.
Just glad we made it out in one piece.
Been a while since I've seen a dogfight like that. Really missed my trident.
Yeah, you really went
ACM
at
is
it.
really the Kodiak strong suit.
Yeah, but you going in, dude.
Ma'am.
Ma'am. My dude went in. Miss Jack living under the stairs.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy. She is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in
I feel sorry for that lady who has to stand there and listen to that same conversation over and over and over.
Have you seen our newest crew member?
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So you have seen him. Just wondering.
Cerberus stealthily strikes star system shield. No, glad I read that one out loud. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
Yeah. Don't even really know this lady. Like, don't even really talk to her, do we?
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones she encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes, I suppose it was.
Thought I was going to be in trouble then.
It seems you believed Protheans built the mass relays. The Reapers are cunning in their deception, allowing life to flourish, century upon century, letting us believe ourselves the masters of the cosmos. Then the truth becomes known. There are monsters in the dark spaces, and we are their prey. Your Liara Asari asks many questions. You'd think she'd never seen a Prothean before.
Ah!
Commander.
Commander. Javik. Here to say hi. Hello, Abraham. How are you? Hello, hello. I love this room, by the way, because of this window. My god. Listen to that, like, drone sound as well. Let's sleep in. So nice. And you get to look at the stars too. Although Shepard's room has like a skylight with the stars. You guys know I'm replaying Mass Effect 1 at the moment, and I went back on the Normandy.
There is new information on the private messages terminal.
And it's so like bare compared to like what it looks like later. I'm not sure what to make of Javik. I approached him while we were traveling to a different system, but he wasn't very inclined to talk. What little he does say concerns the Reapers and our possible failure. Is he simply a soldier mourning his people, or is it a fundamental difference?
Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by.
Worries. Tons of work, but want to say hi. No worries, dude. Thank you so much for dropping by. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you can get your work done soon. I believe.
So who needs their ass kicked now? So who needs their ass kicked now? So who needs their ass kicked now?
See, he does a little laugh, like, or like an exhale of air at the end of his sentence, and he does that quite a lot. These little laughs in the middle of what he's saying. If you listen to it, if you're obsessed with Garrus, you hear it. Right, I think we've spoken to everyone we can, so let's go see if there's stuff to do. We did find something for the Hanar. The Medigel for the Hanar.
The Asari were the first species
Not
to...
Citadel Alien Medigel, that's it. I think it was the lady in the hospital that needed it. Wasn't it? No, that was the hospital one. Let's go back here. Or was it the Turian one we found? Wonder where it could be. I suppose I could do it in the middle. No, we'll have to come back. There's something here, I remember seeing it on the... What was it? The obelisk. Oh my god, they're so itchy to get here, aren't they? Shit, I should have scanned the planet, really. They're coming!
Reapers eluded.
I suppose it's because there's like a little mission there, you know, with the Leviathan thing. So it's like they're a little bit eggy. It's almost as if they want to kill Shepard. Nah, we got it. That's what that looks just like the obelisk that was actually in fact Reaper technology. Although it's turning out that a lot of stuff that we thought was Prothean technology is actually in fact Reaper technology, so maybe that's why there's that situamination happening, you know? Is it really loud for you when I go through the mass relay? Oh, wrong button.
Signal confirmed.
Ilium. Louder compared to the rest of the stream, yes. I don't know what we can do to turn it down. Like, what option would that be under, you know? We can't go to Ilium in this one. But we did get to go to Pab Len. They're gonna get angry at me if I do it again. Go and get angry.
I found something.
What happens
Garno is
if
not located in this system.
if you run out of fuel in this one? Credits, okay. Oh, they're getting angry. Hopefully I can make this. It's close. I guess we could go to the Citadel, get some fuel, hand out some of those things. Candy. The obelisk and the Hannah. Medidro. It's that loud sound again. I just hope it's not annoying people when it does it, you know?
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
I don't think it was the lady. No, it wasn't. Shit, I shouldn't have gone here. Right, hang on. The obelisk was the man. I remember where he is. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the Medagel. Where? Find someone on the Citadel that can use it. Maybe it's in the hospital and we haven't found them yet?
Yes,
I found this Metagel formula.
Oh.
Figured you could make good use of it.
Where did you find this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use. Thank you.
But that answered that very quickly, didn't it?
No, it's fine. We won't be needing your supplies after all. No, we found a better variant of Metagel that allows for an even higher absorption rate among aquatic species. You'd like a sample? Why, of course, we'll be happy to send you one, just as we sent one to every pharmaceutical company in Citadel space. No, it's fine. We won't be needing your supplies after all. No, we found a better variant of Metagel.
Good thing they can use Metagel in the hospital. I mean, Metagel's like bloody brilliant, to be honest.
I overheard you talking. Grissom Academy is gone, but I found this while I was there.
What is this? Yes, these are tailored to human physiology, but with a few alterations, they should work for the Asari as well. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No, they were very easy to scale. The humans
She's done
made
it
some amazing
already.
breakthroughs. Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No, they were
Fun fact, humans invented it, aliens so it was the shit. Yeah, I think I saw that we invented it. How cool is that? Look how empty it is. My immersion! And the bolus was embassy. Was it?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Yeah.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
I think I recovered the obelisk you mentioned from the Shrike Abyssal. It's waiting in Bay D-24.
Really? Thank you, Earth Clan.
Aw.
Were your
The way they
people
move is so
involved
cute.
in a secret construction project of some sort? I am certain this obelisk would help.
We, in fact, are.
Thank you again, Earth Clan. Our military strength is minimal, but we are proud to help as we can.
Hell yeah. Bolus on the Citadel needs the Book of Planets to inspire his people, recover it from Irun, and return it to him on the Presidium Commons. I think we just need to do a little bit of exploring. Are we able to... So Benning, is that's not like DLC or anything, is it, by the way? Because if we get a bit bored, we can do some shooty maybe?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
One moment.
Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Bloody phone. Some side missions will get unlocked as the story proceeds. Okay. I want to get these ones done first, though. like so I don't get completely overwhelmed, you know. So I want to do the ones I can. But I was asking about the one with Benning next to it, Benning. Benning, I think it said. But yeah, we need to do some side missions because we need to find a power grid. I think we'll find that if we go exploring. Oh yeah, and this. There was too many Reapers before. Yeah, Benning. I remember the dude asking me about him as well. We can't visit the Krogan system yet, I don't think. Oh! Oh, wow. My eyes.
Signal confirmed.
Whoa!
Faster than light jump successful.
I found 3 things in there. So annoying that the Reaper turns up. So annoying. I want to find out what they are. Uh-huh.
something.
Uh-oh.
Evasion
No.
successful.
Oh my god, that was really close. I may have been very scared there. Why? What did I
Reapers, you made
do?
it.
They're still mad at me. Why are the Reapers so mad at me? You've offended the dumpster lids. Damn it! Is it okay to do the Leviathan? Oh, that is still quite high. Is it okay to do the Leviathan mission? Sure. I mean, I'm not really sure what's best, like, mission-wise to do. Like, order or anything, obviously. I mean, why would I? But at the moment, the thing that's coming up most on the list is to either do the Omega one, meet with the diplomats, which is the priority mission, or this Leviathan one. But I'm wondering if I meet with the diplomats, I'm wondering if that's a bit of good story mission to do, because it might open up like a few more worlds and things. I'm tempted to do diplomats now, because we've done a few side missions, you know? And I think some of them we don't actually even have the worlds to go to. So I'm thinking, like, you know, like the Krogan homeworld and stuff. So I'm wondering maybe let's do a little bit of the story mission. And I like the story missions because they make me happy, and I think I want to do one. I'm gonna go. Ziff, I'm gonna go. Ziff. Ziff, I'm whispering. I'm gonna go to the diplomats. I'm gonna meet with the diplomats in the Anos basin. Okay? The Reapers look really funny, don't they? Just chilling. They look like cocoons. Oh god, what if they're cocoons? Whispers. Okay. God, what if they're cocoons and they're like, there's worse things inside? Hey yo, what up bitches? It's me, Commander Shepard. I'm here for the diplomatic meeting. Boop boop.
Commander, the Solarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Erdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble.
Hi,
I've got
Rex.
my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
Is that a female Solarian? If it is, I think that's the first one I've ever met.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Solarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise the Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
But at the same time...
Enough! Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise.
The Krogans are in the best place they've ever been. With
a Solarian
Rex.
scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatras here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatras, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
Did she just say you're too horny at a diplomatic meeting? I believe she did. Your urges, I believe, is how she worded it.
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
We need the numbers.
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkash. But I warn you, Commander, the consequences of this will be felt for centuries to come.
Let's go get them.
You're not setting foot on Surkash. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
We're gonna have to smooth things over with the Solarians. I understand their concern. But we do need this. We need the numbers, we need... Dude. Complicated, but we do need the numbers. Like the Krogan, like think about it. If the Krogan could breed like crazy, and they're like really powerful. And also the Krogan are in like the best place they've ever been under Rex, you know? Imagine reading the minutes of this meeting. The Dalatras then retorted, "Stop fucking." I would like to take Liara with me. It's like having the Emmy bunker again. Yeah. Because Rex is here. Liara's shoulders are so much higher up than Garrus's. I suppose they are different shapes, but I always thought Garrus was taller than Liara. Oh shit, I was supposed to give Liara some points. Whoops. Liara and Garrus's little jokes with each other are really
This
cool.
is the
as well.
Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them back, Rex. Don't worry.
I appreciate that, Liara. I wouldn't want anyone else along for the ride. I suppose I can make room for you too, Garrus.
Figured you'd gone soft sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
Commander, I have the Solarian
The
base and
banner.
sensors.
Set her down.
We're seeing the Solarian homeworld now. Wonder if Morden's here.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalatras authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex, behave yourself.
Rex? We have an unauthorized landing.
God's sake.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Rex. Okay, Rex.
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist he remain under guard.
I can handle this, Rex.
Anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
Don't push him!
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
Oh, it's one of the Shadowbreaker rays. I can't remember what they were called.
Watch the containment shield!
I'd hope to never see one of those again.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing is ever simple
Thank
with
you.
Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
I love how
Of
Shepard
course,
doesn't say
I'll need to clear
anything.
you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for yacht specimen arrival.
Let's have a little look around. The home planet of... This is their home planet, isn't it? Or is it? Maybe not actually. Maybe this is just a facility.
Readiness teams should maintain threat condition 1.
It is the
Agree
Solarian
with them or
homeworld.
not, our orders are clear.
Nice.
Ensure the smooth
So
handover
cool
of the
to see
Krogan
the home...
detainees.
Well, we didn't get to
Who
see
gave the order?
Palaven, technically.
Our superiors. That's all that matters.
but they're gonna cure the genophage. Everything we've done to stop the Krogan will be for nothing.
When I want your opinion, I'll promote you. Until then, stay sharp and keep your mouth shut.
This is a restricted area. Please stay back.
I keep thinking of what Javik said when he was like, they used to eat flies. And he said it so matter of fact, it was so funny.
Air defenses report unidentified craft skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing our defenses.
Appears that way, sir.
I don't like it. Not with everything else going on.
A cipher analyst over in Intel told me the Turians can't hold out much longer. He's hearing the Reapers have them against the wall.
The Turians have the biggest fleet in the galaxy.
And we're only a few Mass Effect relays away from the whole mess.
You'd think the Asari could do something about the Reapers.
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
How about you stay here and we only fight one war at a time?
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw. Besides, you'd think this is the kind of thing the Shadow Broker would have known about. Too bad I don't know him. Or her.
I'm sure the broker was very busy.
Aww.
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. Then we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
That's what I always liked about you, Rex.
My smoldering good looks?
There is that. But you've never given up. And that determination's about to pay off.
Yeah. Who would have thought back on Vermeer we'd be standing here doing this together?
God, that seems so long ago now on Burma.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn Pyjaks stole them right out from under us.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
What a horrible way to live.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
Glad I brought Liara.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time
Rex was with
selling
me,
ourselves out
I believe,
as mercenaries.
for the final
now
fight
we can get back to doing what
against
Krogan
Saren
do
and
best,
stuff.
saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Never going to let us forget about the Rachni Wars, are you?
The last time I was at the Citadel, I didn't see a Turian statue in your honor.
Just wait till this war is over.
Oh.
It's been good talking to you again, Rex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
Oh my god, that poor Solarian. Like, he's gonna eat me. Look, he's in Dead by Daylight.
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirahi. I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, no small part to our mission on Vermeer.
Hi, Rainbow.
Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Good to see a friendly face, Major.
Oh, is this?
Gareth Vicarian. Always a pleasure. And same to you, Dr. Tassoni.
Major.
The dude
it
who
seems
led
the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
Is this the dude who led the thingy on Vermeer? Hi, Rainbow. Thank you for the like, by the way. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. How are you? Oh, well, if you're still there, I hope you're well. Yeah, it's. I didn't remember his name. He shook Garrus's hand, and he remembered Liara. He was a Solarian leader. Aww.
How'd you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tachanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Erdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
Yes, and he's rather angry about the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
Yeah, fuck it. Tell them. Because we want them as allies anyway, so, you know, we want them to feel like, yeah, we're doing shit. We want to join us. We've got big gun.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turians' support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
Security seems high. You expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
It's cute.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
You do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
He smiled. I love him.
Yes, Commander.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
As always, Commander.
Send confirmation to the Dalatras that the exchange is proceeding.
I was starting to forget what peace sounds like. You'd never know that a war for the whole galaxy is happening right now.
The Solarians can't stay out of it forever. Though seeing this, I can't really blame them for trying.
As a warning to anyone else who challenges her. I don't like what I'm hearing.
Good thing you made the effort to keep him alive on Vermeer. It's true. Because yeah, he could have died, huh? I love how like the effects of one is still like happening, you know. I think we've seen everything now. I think we've spoken to everybody. Commander Shepard's feet are so like stompy on this planet. Look at him leaning. Oh.
On top priority given to the Krogan transfer. Krogan
The
on
odd
this
specimen is giving us trouble.
Never thought I'd see the regret ever bringing them here.
I can't believe they brought the females
They say they're
here.
close to achieving
I
space.
was on the team that got them off the under consideration for
What was it
uplift.
like there?
Clever species. A waste, perhaps. Krogan are animals living in their own radioactive filth.
The genophage didn't go far enough. 99% infertility is still 1% too many Krogan around.
Rude.
You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
What do you think about handing over the Krogan?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the Krogan may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
Is Rex? It is. Rex's replacement is an arse. Oh, is there a replacement for Rex? You don't keep him alive. Pretty sure that was Rex burping in the face of security. That sounds like Rex and something Rex would do.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready. Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
Oh shit.
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
Don't think you're supposed to use a lift in an emergency, gang.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Morden.
Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
Morden?
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG.
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Erdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure.
He helped Rex.
These didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morden.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic. Please be careful. Krogan's slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
Goddess, what she's been through.
Erdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
There's a female Krogan. I've not met a female Krogan either. Now I just need to meet a female Turian.
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Alert. Unidentified vessels have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update. Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off. Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens. Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan. Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures. Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tachanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
Threat condition 3 has been declared. Live fire is authorized.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
Oh crap.
Get back!
Oh crap, indeed. Oh god. Is everyone okay?
Is there another way out of here?
Oh no!
Other side of the lab. I can open it from here.
Shepard, Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack.
Morden Solus 178.3.
Oh.
Log. Morden Solus 178.3.
Shepard, we're running out of time.
Malin's
We need
cure
to get out of
disrupting
here.
autoimmune response. Krogan females dying.
Need to check if there's anything we can take with us. Sorry. Oh, for the war effort. I just ran into that man.
Cerberus forces have landed on the top level.
I'm coming. We're just checking. Looting. See, look, there was stuff.
Shepard, over here! The way out!
Log, Morton Solus, 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station here. Gained autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Male's fault. Our responsibility to fix. Need to take them.
Fish. Like, guys, look, actually, like fish. Look. I found some fish. I want to see a female bolus. Maybe you have. Maybe they use a
I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad.
a voice thing.
Miserable for Cerberus.
Look, it's a Reaper. See? Reaper. I can't see. Get, what am I stuck on? What on earth just happened there? We must save Krogan to save the galaxy. Beaches.
I'm sure there will be more.
That was some nice shade to throw at the Reapers. Oh look. But also because they're the bin lids, aren't they? Righto. Say no more.
Obviously, they've never had to fight a Yogg face to face.
The music's really cool.
The female isn't going to last long against this sort of firepower.
Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry!
We're on our way.
Check we've got everything. Check we've got everything. Check we've got everything. Check we've got everything. This is very stressful. Uh-oh. Spaghetti.
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
Could have sworn he was muttering to Sony the whole time.
Not funny.
Sorry, Garrus. Okay, look, Garrus has got so funny in this one. What the hell? And I love how he teases nicely. He's not doing it in a horrible way, Liara.
Shepard, Cerberus troops at checkpoint, attempting to kill Krogan.
Fuck!
I see the checkpoint. They're under fire.
Let's get in there.
Cerberus outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance.
You think I'm scared of you? I'm not. Getting in my face, mister. Stop it.
Recommend dealing with Cerberus first, Shepard.
Oh, okay. I thought I did.
Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Are you okay?
containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan aligns with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target. Hurry! Next checkpoint!
He's shooting at me through a wall. Yo!
I'll try to draw some of their fire.
Shepard, last attack compromised security systems. Attempting to compensate.
Hang on, we're trying to get to you, Morton.
How do I get up there, though? That's the question. Is there some stairs that I'm missing?
Shepard, that last checkpoint was blown apart. Could be a way out.
The last checkpoint. So, like, I can jump down, maybe. Is that what you mean, Gareth? Oh. Ah. Good shout, Gareth. He just sees Shepard running around like an idiot, and he's like, yo. We're going in.
That did it. Cerberus isn't fooling around.
They're capable of anything.
Nice. Yo.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
Oh, that's a cool guy.
Why not have one of those?
Go, Commander! I'll cover you!
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with Garrus in this one. If you thought I was obsessed with Garrus in ME2, we literally said the same thing as well.
Like Cerberus got some upgrades.
So funny.
Taking them head on may not be the best idea.
Maybe try to flank them instead.
Hell yeah, I'm down for a flank. Let's go. Let me regain my shields.
Check out those turrets.
Keep going, Commander. Don't worry about me.
I will not forget about you. I need help, Gareth. Thank you. Is the man okay?
Checkpoint. I'm sure Cerberus isn't done.
You are. Bye.
Morton was right. Cerberus must have been tipped off. They got here too fast.
Every war has its traitors.
Oh! Baron! No!
Looks like they mean business.
Find cover!
Oh my god, this is so cool, guys.
We've got stairs over there, Shepard. Take the high ground.
Hell yeah, Garrus, let's go. Where are the stairs? Oh, there.
I'm headed up top.
Oh my god, I love that they're communicating to each other. This is everything. I'm obsessed. You shot the doggy, you will pay. Like, I've missed them talking to each other. Like, I'm on my way. Oh my god, this smoke is too much. Where's the power thing? Oh, it's up there? How do I get there? Wait, I want to just make sure I'm getting everything, because I feel like the game's trying to like make me feel like on edge, and I am. But I also want to make sure I'm getting some like stuff, because sometimes you pick up stuff and it's good for the war assets. And I'm scared it's going to put me in like a cutscene, you know? Oh, hello, Liara. But I also don't want the Krogan to die, because I'm looting, you know? I don't know if that's possible. I'm sorry, Sif, by the way. I'm not talking very much, because I'm very immersed. Can I save it? Thing that I've noticed about my sounds. I'm finding that I don't know if it's the my new Bluetooth headphones, but they're ever so slightly out of sync. It's not by much that it's noticeable, but now that I've noticed it, I can't unsee it, and it's like other stuff like it wouldn't bother me, but how do we get there?
Servers outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance. Take them out! Get them away from the female!
Yes, Shepard! Help me, gang. Yeah, where did it say? Oh, it was. Right, just quickly.
Find power terminal. Should be nearby.
It's the power,
Look around.
the
There
pod
must be a
integrity.
power conduit nearby.
Going down. No, okay. Right. Sorry. I'm running around. Yo, Baron. There's flies everywhere on this planet. Oh. Oh, is that... is that the gun that Garrus was asking for?
Excellent. Can clear us. Wait! Another server squad.
It is. It's a shame he can't use it. He can't use it! Why? Oh, because he's loadout.
Understood.
Affirmative.
Look at it, it's sick. I love it. Fear me, I am Shepard.
How you holding up?
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope Erdnot Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
Oh.
We found the Krogan.
Shut the fuck up. Uh-oh.
That was the last one.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Shepard, get your ass up here. I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way.
Oh.
We're almost back up top.
Shepard, they found us. Under heavy attack.
It's such a shame that he can't use it, because he wanted it. Exact. Bear with me. Let me just quickly make sure there's nothing for our war against the Reapers hanging about.
Shepard, don't delay. Please authorize final release. Can't leave
Sorry. I'm looking as fast as I can. No! Oh shit! No! Fuck!
Dealing with Cerberus first, Shepard.
Shit! My bad. At least we know we can get them to go out now. That's a good thing.
Suggest you don't delay this time, Shepard. Need final
Yes,
approval.
no, you're right. I shouldn't have.
Shepard, you must
I
authorize
was
release.
looting.
Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Shepard, heads up. You've got incoming.
Oh shit. You went for me. Huh. Oh, it's personal.
Shepard, I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous. Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
Fuck you.
That's some serious firepower. Maybe we can crack it open.
Cerberus never did play fair.
because we're a god team, gang. We're literally fucking amazing, incredible, wonderful. Uh-oh. I have no ammo, shit, that's why I didn't actually notice. Garrus, I think you saved my life there. See, what I kind of like, right?
Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now.
What's, like, I'm thinking about it, yeah? My shepherd, she's like all up in your face. Vanguard, shotgun, in, and she gets herself in a little bit of sticky situations. And then my sniper Garrus is there. Ready with backup if I get in a bit too, like deep, you know? Your female has been brought to you, Rex.
You had me worried there for a minute.
Rex never seemed to care about danger before. Well, he knows how important this is, I suppose. Morden. Rex, what do you mean to Morden? Well, she's playing hard to get. Yo. Yo. Oh, she's a badass.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Cerberus here. What do you want?
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The elusive man is up to something.
It'd be so cool if we could go to Palaven.
Then keep them at bay.
I don't think we will.
I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good. Hack it out.
Hack it. Hey, yo. Is that it? Is that the thing? Yeah.
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Morden, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Morden. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage Modification Project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Morton, and make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
There's because crucibles are
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter
religious
concerning
term
our
as
ship
well,
we've
isn't
lost
it?
contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
I like the Primarch. He's cute. Hanar. Oh, did we get an update? The Medigel formulated especially for the Hanar has been distributed to Hanar civilians. Fleet captain. Neat. No war can be fought without a bankroll, and the corporate Mavens of Ilium know it. Having escaped the invasion, a so-called Gang of Five is leveraging their staggering financial power. Does my webcam keep flickering? Seeing it out the corner of my eye. Talk about speedrunning construction. You've been gone like a week. I know. They're really on it. Best talent and materials for the Prothean device. They're doing it so in necessary ignorance. Webcam seems fine to me. Maybe it's just my eye. Yeah, it is flickering. I thought so. Hang on. Let me deactivate it and reactivate it. I thought I could see it. Little shit. What? See if it does it again. Just give me a shout if it does again. I shall sort it. To acquire the best talent materials for the Prothean device. They're doing so in necessary ignorance, believing they're hiring and acquiring parts for a new kind of fusion plant as the devices exist as a tightly guarded secret. We have him! Major Kirahi made his mark leading the Solarian Special Tasks Group that helped Commander Shepard stop Saren at Vermeer. Lauded by his superiors for his decisive leadership under fire, Kirahi was promoted and decorated with the prestigious Star of Sakesh. The Major continues to join missions with his men, believing that nothing substitutes for experience and that the best tactical strategies are planned on the battlefield. I kind of want to change my my headphones over, but I don't know if it will affect my
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
The Solarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
As I don't want to toot my own horn, but as I mentioned last stream as well, I am doing my own Turian human relations work. So no.
How did it turn out?
Oh wait, I've
The
already
Krogan started. We had no choice. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious.
Your men that crashed onto Chanka. How many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
His son, no.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
It's his son. Gang, I'm gonna just go and get my other headphones and maybe try. No game sound right now. It's coming up on my game audio thing though. A weird hum? Is it not the sound of the war room? Can you hear the... I think the hum is the war room sound. Potentially.
Hell of a show down there on Sirkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
Is it all back to normal now?
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived.
Can I
I've got
confirm?
Arlac Company, my best
Is the
unit on
humming
standby. You give the word.
the ship,
and they'll meet
or
you
is it
there.
me?
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score
That's
with the
maybe
Turians
when we
and
swap the
Solarians.
room.
I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
Actually, if I come out the game, it mutes the game. Is it still doing it now, the hum? It went away. So I think it might be the room. Because there is like this high pitch like sound.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
Wait, I just wanna... Oh, thank
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward.
See, Rex
this
is
time
great.
will be different.
Isn't he just brilliant?
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
What's the situation back on Tachanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Back on Sirkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Rex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. It may not be
bad
Rachni,
feeling
but
about
maybe it
this.
is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
That's it for now, Rex.
Could be
Let's get back to work.
indoctrinated.
Anytime.
Rachni.
And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
I like the he. Haha. Love you, Rex. I love you. I love everyone in this game. Right, the hum stopped.
You think the Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better?
They were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map. Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her
You
work.
were right, it was the war room.
Thank
I heard
you,
the sound
Edie.
you guys were saying
still
as well.
Getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
There's some funny noises on the Normandy in this one. I feel like the Normandy in Mass Effect 2 was very like jingly, but this is very realistic with like quite like just drony hums and high-pitched sounds and things, which is interesting.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox. Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on. Commander? Commander?
Hi Shepard, it's been a while. It's Baron. I'm glad to hear you made it off Earth and that Liara's with you. Getting off her old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you. Talked with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps. Shepard, it's getting rough out there. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Sukesh. Even if the circumstances were less than ideal, it seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Thessia, Asari scientist Rana Thanopoulos has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officials. Prior to her death, investigators said that Thanopoulos spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told Thanopoulos that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. The Anoptis worked on a top-secret project for former Spectre Saren Atarius several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. The Noctis was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say they're not seeking any more suspects in the case.
Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die, and now that's about it. So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Oh, the one that, she was also in Mass Effect 1 as well. She was with, she was on Vermeer, wasn't she? Vermeer. Yeah.
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists. Commander?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
You and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie? A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants. On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die. The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes. Any other cheerful thoughts? Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships. What do you suggest? They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan. Do it. Anything else? Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps. This keeps getting better and better. The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships. Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about? Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard. Morden sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans. If I could, I'd stop you right there. Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions. Do my implants make me a transhuman? That would be telling. What? I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic. Don't ever do that again. Hello, Shepard.
Edie's getting too good at the jokes. It's frightening people. Especially Shepard. Shepard on edge. Right, where is the med bay now? I wonder, I mean, I'm going around just to talk to everybody, see if there's anything new.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Surkesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying.
He wants to come with us.
Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell.
I'd like to see them two spar.
More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Hey.
Hey.
Sir Kesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Just one more diagnostic suite. Good to see you, Commander.
I think I skipped something by accident. Sorry, my dude. I went and talked to him and then I was like, let me stop you right there.
Why are you so interested in my people, Asari?
Protheans are always an enigma, a mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race
The
disappear?
joy of being Rex's co-pilot. I missed it. What does he say?
And now that I am here,
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think. Krogan, Turian, Solarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
We can't win this war on our own.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself. I have absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best.
I like how they talk to each other like
Did
on
I
the
mention
phone and stuff.
Solarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Mordin Solarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was Cerberus. I do not understand
finished.
why your own kind would
Take it
oppose
so
you.
annoying.
They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped. The Rex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at. Yes?
Why? He just says yes rather than Commander.
So, Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh,
I knew this was coming.
I just mean, it's an amazing work of engineering. Elastic titanium silicon polymers, ultra-light harmonic phased power cells.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ever accidentally walks into a wall, there's just so much padding.
I knew it.
Wish I were a wall.
You pretty much are, Kenneth. Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
That T14 hyperdrive generator, eh?
Shepard.
The man is gone. Is it a Nigerian accent?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Didn't he say I need to talk to... I'll be around that part of Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon. Be hell of a surprise if it isn't supposed to be. I don't know. I don't know what accent it is. He's cool, I like him. I was calling every supply depot stationed around the Crucible to find enough pure platinum for the Crucible's primary trigger inlay. We barely had enough left to coat a coffee maker. Yeah, I really struggled with platinum last game as well. An hour later, a ship pulled up with 16 tons of platinum courtesy of the Shadow Broker. It flew away to scavenge more. materials for the project. The ship's captain emailed me later saying the broker would stay in touch with our needs. That's great, but I'm checking my computer for bugs.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Hello, Shepard.
Please, enjoy your day.
Oh, look. The med bay. Force.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
Talking about Garrus and
I'm
his
fine,
scars.
Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand, but my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Yeah, I wonder if he's scared of needles.
Or Solarian doctors.
Oh my god, Shepard
Now have
broke
work
her
to do.
neck. Just like...
Prefer females of the species. Maybe with an inhibitor. No. Entire catalyzing process would
Nice to have
severe
Mord in
neurological
here.
damage. Never
Where's
mind.
Dr. Chakwas,
What are you
though?
talking about?
Method to extract functional cure without killing you. Many variables. Your immune system compromised.
Oh,
Consider
he
options.
is from Nigeria.
And you have to do it
Good
out
ear.
loud?
Yes. Auditory learner. Need to hear self think, simulate conversation to promote new ideas, maximize productivity.
But you're talking about me dying.
Oh, apologies. Medical details causing emotional distress. I hadn't considered effect on patient.
No, it just means I can't sleep.
Doing my best to keep you alive. Will avoid sensitive subjects.
That outfit's cool. I wonder what she looks like.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
A shaman allowed to, like, bang. Your outfit is cool. I'd like to see you take it off.
How were you initiated?
How do you fuck?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
That's nice.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us, though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different.
Yeah,
He's a mutant.
him.
And that you can tell him.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future.
I really did.
Malin was our best hope.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other
She's very
females
wise.
survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
How has Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Asari Vorcha offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear. Thanks for talking to me.
Very sweet.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
Morden's a good egg. He's
Shepard,
very sweet.
blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Gosh, there's lots to talk about.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality.
Well.
Her immunity, totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production, long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
So we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tachanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
Any word on Malin himself?
No. Ordered teams to search for him when trying to help Eve. Nothing so far. Large galaxy, lots of places to hide. Could already be dead for all we know. Kill him now, if possible. Unless he could help.
So the end justifies the means.
Not my means.
But you're using the data, encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that.
Drums
but
on
can
the
help
desk,
Eve.
really?
Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated, likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket, something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient, my responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat, outlet for aggression, cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else. No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right, to prove I can.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
No. This game's incredible, really, because if you think, like, I'm just sitting here thinking, if Morden died on your suicide run, what on earth happens? It's just, yeah, clever.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. Takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up.
Aww. Those variables like Jack at the school? Yeah.
I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh?
Look like she shrunk. It's like, as well, like, even Garrus, like, he could die. Garrus could die.
I've never actually seen a female Krogan.
Me neither.
Seems like they're the real brains on Tachanka.
Do you know what? I've also never seen female Turian.
Good to see Morden still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. Not right now.
Not right now. Like if Rex dies on Maya as well. We were talking about it earlier, but it's just, yeah. think there's anything here. Oh, cool. So they're not even priority missions, the things like going to Tuchanka to rescue the Turian platoon. Because when he was talking about it, I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. I want to go there. Even the Cerberus attack on Tuchanka. Fun. Oh no, there is a priority mission called Tuchanka as well. Eve is indeed the key to curing the genophage, but creating a cure would take time. Continue to assist the Turian and Krogan allies in the fight. Oh, so you have to do these, like, 3 missions. Yes, they can be fiddly. So... I don't understand. You'd have to do the other things, then go to Tuchanka, and then it counts. We also have to scan Tuchanka space for stuff. For our thing. Our journal. Turian 79th Flotilla. Oh. Oh. Hi Al, I don't have any fish. I don't have any fish yet. I don't have any fish, which I'm so sad about. How are you, Al? I know. How is Code Veronica?
Faster than light jump successful.
Gosh, it's really hard to find whatever that is. Fucking love it. Proper nostalgia blast. Was there anything you didn't remember? Go feed the tank. I don't know where I can get fish from. Maybe there's a shop on the Citadel that I missed. Yeah, there are a fair few Bandersnatchers. Good old Bandersnatch. How's your Wednesday been, friend? Oh, 140 plus ammo. Let's go. Doing all that looting. Been great, a lot of cleaning, sorting stuff that's well overdue. Nice. Glad to hear that. Oh god. We need to get to the mass relay before the Reapers touch us. Because they're in this system, gang. Aren't they? I remember? No, they're not. Okay, thank god. Oh, fuck. I mixed it up. I remembered I stopped just before they arrived. Look at that. Ooh. Ah. Got a cleaning. Sorting stuff that's overdue. I think I need to do that. A little spring clean. Guys, what am I going to do with my life when I finish Mass Effect? Play Andromeda, oh yeah. I was saying to Sif today, I think I'm gonna have to like rewatch Star Wars just to like scratch the itch. Become an astronaut. I don't know if
Garneau is not located in this system.
Got the stomach to be an astronaut.
Evasion successful.
Had a pile of stuff in front of a bookcase for about a year that needed sorting. I did it today and it was therapeutic. Oh my god, I bet that space looks so nice. Like in front of the bookshelf now. All free. Become an Astro Turf player. I agree. Andromeda. I definitely am going to play Andromeda. Is it? I'm assuming it's on Steam. I don't actually own it. It was on Game Pass. Don't actually have Game Pass, you know. How cheeky is that? I don't have Game Pass. Go on that go play that other timeless classic, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know, I just think I also said this to Sif as well. I think I prefer the Mass Effect world to Star Wars world, which I know might be considered what's the word? Controversial.
Signal confirmed.
Blasphemy. Full on blasphemy then.
Garneau is not located in this system.
Gotta know. Oh shit, that's gonna make them come quicker. No! Have I got enough fuel? I don't think I do. I might have to go to the Citadel. There's a couple of stuff I can do at the Citadel actually, so I might do that. Knights of the Old Republic is set so far into the past in the Star Wars universe that it's got none of the taint from any of the movies. I don't dislike them. By the way, I love Star Wars. This isn't me saying that, you know, like, oh, Star Wars is shit. I love Star Wars. I think Star Wars is brilliant, but there's something about the Mass Effect world that
You're cleared to dock, Normandy.
No.
Do you need ground transport?
Where was that? Where was the Turian?
I need a cab to the Presidium. It'll be there momentarily.
I need to just check my journal. I don't think I've gone to the right place. Purgatory.
Welcome, Commander. One moment, please.
You can enjoy it as a completely separate thing. Yeah, as I say, it's not that I dislike.
So I thought about talking to Commander Bailey some more about that guy scamming the refugees.
Really? What'd he say?
Any idea how busy he is? I said I thought about talking to him, not that I did.
Damn it. One of these
This
days.
Turian's always looking at me.
Nah, you won't. I'm the only one willing to stand here with you all day.
Shut up.
I thought that was going to be a mission. Like, a few times, right, this Turian with like orange markings and black, like sort of black face has like stared at me in different places. As much as I'd love to say I gotta head to bed. No night. Doodles. Sleep well, Dim. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
No. I'm telling you, I saw the look in his eye before we started off across that street. It was like, come and get me, Death. You piece of shit.
Oh wow, is she the embassy? I just realised why you said that. God damn it. I don't remember where this Turian was. Maybe, am I on the wrong thing?
Salud.
Salud. A Turian officer needs the banner of the 1st Regiment to inspire his troops. Recover it from... Yeah, this is... I've got it, I think. And deliver it to him at Purgatory on the Citadel. Ah.
Commander Shepard, maybe I can help. The banner of the 1st Regiment is waiting for you at Bay D-24.
The banner of Commander Shepard. I owe you a drink. Thank you. We'll hold that banner proudly as we take our homeworld back from these bastards. The banner of the 1st Regiment. That should put some steel in their spine.
Look at me. Strengthening the
banner
Turians.
of the 1st Regiment. That should put some steel in their spine.
Come. We can do this N7 one. Oh, we can't actually because it's all onto Chunka. How does... Okay, can I ask you a question? How does... as there's like lots of missions now onto Chunka, how does that work? Think of it as optional extras with a big plot mission at the end. The ending mission, you're the genophage, I think. So if I go there, does it like let me pick what I'm gonna do? Or is it like a railroad, like on tracks, you know, like I have to do it in a certain way? Oh, you can choose, right. So I can travel there, choose which missions I do. And you want to kind of, and I want to do like the missions before the priority. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're so annoying.
Reapers eluded.
Yeah, but I need to bloody go back there. The mass relay.
Faster than light jump successful.
The missing scouts. What was that for? What was the missing scouts one? Is that Benny? Oh, Rex asked. That's right. This isn't a priority, is it? Krogan's scouting team has gone missing while investigating rumours of activity in the Rachni relay. This is it, and it's called Attican Traverse. So it's not a priority mission, so we could probably have a little look. We'll probably end up finishing stream through the mission, but I want to shoot. Listening Post X-19 was built shortly after the Rachni Wars in case any Rachni survived the annihilation of Swen. The post orbits the mass relay and is still manned and maintained, although today it largely exists as a customs checkpoint for researchers studying the Rachni homeworld. Among members of the council, military is being assigned to the station is seen as a form of punishment or exile, considering that there have been no sites of sapient life in Sven for over 1,000 years. Ah, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it because I don't think if I scan one more time, it's just going to bloody call the Reapers. Oh, actually, it's not even successful. Here. Oops. Hold on. God, guys, one day I'll actually use my brain cells. Like, I'll actually just use my brain cells. I imagine, oh gosh, I've forgotten his name again. The Prothean, Javik, would have some stuff to say about the Rachni. I didn't give out my points again. Whoops.
Any updates, Shepard?
Our backup's waiting for us at the drop point. Arlac Company, Krogan Commandos.
That's correct, Shepard. They are an accomplished unit. Their decisive action in liberating a colony from Batarian pirates made them famous.
Good to hear. Other than that, there's been no word from a team of Krogan scouts since they went through the Rachni relay.
I don't like the sound of this. The Krogan would have come prepared to fight.
We don't know much, but no Rachni activity has been reported.
It doesn't make sense. We let that last Rachni queen live on the condition she disappear forever. She wouldn't risk everything to start a war.
Just be ready for anything.
Yeah, shuttle just arrived. You better get moving, Team 2. See anything, let me know.
Grunt?
My son.
Shepard? Shepard!
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Didn't those idiots lock you up?
They did. Put me in lockdown to keep the Batarians off me. Didn't want problems with the Council while they prepared for war. But the situation changed.
Yeah, they got bigger problems, all right. That's why I'm out here running Arlac Company. They're tough, think they're invincible. Reckless, but effective.
Sounds familiar, Grunt. How'd you go from being new and unproven to your own command?
Wasn't easy. When Rex put Arlac Company together, he needed a leader who represented the future of our species. Thanks to you, I completed my rite of passage on Tachanka and became part of Clan Erdnot. I was an equal, and being the strongest, I was chosen to lead this honored company.
I bet some didn't like a tank-bred Krogan being in charge.
I collected a few scars earning my place here. These Krogan respect me.
You were a pain in the ass, Grunt. But if your Krogan are half the soldier you are, we might make it out of here.
Glad you're here to crack some heads, Shepard. Hard to believe this might be Rachni. Seems crazy. The Rachni. A chance to face the old enemy? Impossible to resist.
We don't know if the Rachni had anything to do with this. We're here to find the scouts. I didn't see any signs of activity during our approach.
Agreed. But this place smells wrong. Like a bad wound. Our scans show the tunnels down there lead to a large central point. If we're lucky, it's a nest.
Sounds like fun. Just like old times, Grunt.
Arlac
He said
Company!
the thing!
Move out!
Garrus said the thing!
Grab what you need, Shepard. Meet me at the scout camp ahead.
Sounds good.
Said the thing, everyone.
Take what you need and move out.
Ooh. Heavy. Damage though. Damage. Too much damage. Let's not. Let's keep my biotics low because I'm actually having a lot of fun with my biotics. I got a new weapon.
Not surprised Grunt found his way into the action. Little guy's all grown up. Glad he's here.
Our son is all grown up, Gareth.
Ready, Shepard. We're right behind you. You ready to go?
What did you do after the collectors were...
In the lab where I was created, the lessons were like fighting with practice weapons. They had no bite, no impact. I needed the blood and pain. I made mistakes, but I learned.
Tell me more about this company.
Arlak means Eye of Wrath. We are named after the fierce Tuchanka sun. Rex handpicked us from different clans to show a united Krogan. We were sent because we're the strongest.
Did Warlord Okeer imprint anything on you about the Rachni during your creation?
Okeer ensured I knew of the Rachni. They are respected as an enemy. Everyone thought they were dead, defeated by the Krogan. You proved that wrong. If they're here, my blood demands they die.
I'm glad you didn't shoot Rex. He's awesome. I am too. Do you know what, right? When I first started playing this game, I didn't know people could die, and that was like the first moment where I was like, "Holy shit! Like this game means business."
What happened to the scouting party?
Looks like something dropped half their camp down a hole. Their shuttle must have been lost as well. They weren't going anywhere. Doesn't matter. We're here to find the Rachni and burn them out.
All right, let's get going.
Finally. Right behind you, Shepard.
Oh shit. Shit. I'm by myself.
Everyone all right?
Oh no, I'm not.
Shepard! You in one piece?
Looks like we're all okay. Keep in radio contact.
On our way!
Guys, okay?
What's that? I see it. Grunt, got a body of a scout here. Been dead a few days.
Yeah, if he has his weapon, grab it. You won't need it anymore.
Is that webbing?
Looks like it.
Spider Rachni.
This darkness is going to make it a little harder, Shepard.
Agreed. Everybody be ready.
Oh, the music.
Movement. Anybody catch that?
I saw it. What are those?
I don't know.
They're tough, whatever they are.
Careful.
Careful where you step.
I don't trust them. It's like Spider Solitaire with Rachni. I kinda need to pee. Popping spots with a flamethrower. Gosh, the way my skin scars, you'd think that's what I do.
Note the wire, Shepard. Reaper tech.
Maybe.
I did wonder if, you know, because there's been they've been spotting the Arachni doing stuff. I wonder if they've been, like, indoctrinated or something. Oh my gosh. I do actually need to pee, so I'll... Hi.
Along the far wall, Shepard.
Good eye.
Gareth said along the far wall.
I hardly recognized them. Reapers made some modifications.
Grunt. Rachni presence confirmed. Modified and very dangerous.
Finally, something to kill.
The Reaper called Ravagers are former Rachni that the Reapers have transformed into heavy artillery through a process of implantation and genetic modification. As walking organic turrets, they can sustain and inflict considerable damage. Ravagers bear egg sacs that continuously spawn swarmers. If the sacs are destroyed either during combat or upon the Ravager's death, their entire contents burst forth to charge the enemy and explode on contact. A dead Ravager expels a caustic gas
artillery.
and an acidic
Ew.
puddle. Alliance scientists have theorized that it is easiest for the Reapers to maintain control over units of Rachni genetic extraction because of the species' neurological predisposition for hive mind consensus.
Ooh. Ah, that's very interesting. Predisposition for hive mind consensus.
Nothing here yet. Lost a Krogan to a sinkhole.
So it means if they are like that, they're more
We should find a nest in
susceptible.
these tunnels then. These Reaper troops are here to keep us out.
That's actually really interesting, considering the stuff I've been talking to you about, Sif. Interesting theories.
Look at this. No question Reapers have been here.
Agreed. Let's find out why.
Garrus is talking to me.
We're blocked, Shepard.
Copy that.
How are we getting by this?
Literally just burn the web, guys. Like, with my big ass flamethrower. Oh no,
This
we
looks
are
important.
we are actually trapped. My bad. Sorry, you guys were just ahead of the situation.
That did it.
Shepard!
Everyone okay?
Looks like we're finding another way out of here. Come on!
What was that noise, Shepard? Sounded bad.
Cave in. We're all right.
Good. Didn't want to dig you out.
Well, that hurts my feelings, Grunt.
Yeah.
Ah! I rolled into the egg sack. The music's really cool. It has the Reaper sound, like, mixed in.
Shepard, I know what happened to the scouts.
Don't
What'd
roll
you
into
find?
the sacks.
Got hit hard. The leader ordered them to carry weapons deep into the caves. He knew the next team would need help.
They died making sure we could make it to the central chamber. Come on.
It's messy when they explode on you. Oh my god.
Be ready.
My goodness, it's their fur. Bonk. Bonito.
Shepard.
Whoa.
Looks like a last message. He's asked that it be delivered to an Asari named Ereba on the Citadel.
Oh. Oh no. Did I get that as a mission? No. Shit, what was her name? Didn't see her name. Damn it.
Okay.
Her name is Random Asari in the Presidium. I'll make myself a note. I made myself a note. Also making a note about not rolling on sacks either.
Another hull.
Wow, look at this water. I'm getting swarmed. I'm also getting shot at while I'm in a forced cutscene as well. Oh no, Garrus. Oh. Garrus, come down here. He's stuck. Damn it. Oh dear. You wanna go? Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna finish soon. I'm sorry. I keep streaming really late. I'm really sorry. Uh-oh. How do you revive? Oh, there we go.
Keep the pressure up.
Shows you're loving the game though, which can only be a good thing. I'll honestly out. I forget I'm streaming sometimes. But I'm so into it, I'll just genuinely be like, Kitty, you actually have not spoken for the last like 20 minutes. That is not how you stream.
Stay low. Don't let it get a beat on you.
That's what I love to see. It's chill. Do you think so? I feel bad. I feel like I'm gonna like... I set myself up that I'm a horror streamer. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna... Although it's been nice to not play horror games, to be honest. It's not a bad thing to branch out every now and then. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Oh, you can shoot the sacks, look. Oh, hey, it's Frank. I did it for a bit, but Honor just dragged me back. Yeah. I think
Be getting close, Shepard. Some heavy fighting. Tough bastards.
there's part of me
It's fine. Krogan fight better angry.
that like I don't even mind. I'm having so much fun, you know, just playing what I want to play. Not Honor, horror dragged you back. Sorry, when I was in the middle of the fight, I didn't read properly. My bad. It's not good. You're fighting zombie aliens in a dark cave. And you feel like you should be streaming horror. I did think this is like probably not the one mission where I could probably get away with it. And then
The Rachni thrive
it's
on
not even that I feel like
strange to find them in a breathable atmosphere.
The Reapers must have changed. They definitely look different.
definitely. It's not even that I feel like I should be streaming horror. It's more that I don't even really want to, and like
I bet they're breeding an army now. Breeding like flies. And this place is
sorry, they keep talking.
It adds up.
I agree. And they're throwing everything they've got at us so we don't reach the nest.
I don't want to talk over it. Sorry. But that's what I mean, like, there's part of me that's like, oh, you know, you haven't spoken for the last 20 minutes, Kitty, and, you know, like, not doing really good streamer stuff. But then I feel like I've entered a place where, like, I don't mind. Like, I don't have my viewer count up or anything. I don't know, it just doesn't feel as important. I just feel like I'm enjoying the game, and that's all that really matters to me. And I haven't had that for a really long time. Like, just purely enjoying the game. Yo! It's the boys!
Hang on, Grunt. I'm on it.
Move it, Shepard!
I don't think I've got any fire. Oh, you can just shoot it.
It's up there, Shepard.
Come on.
Oh, we got some stuff. That's all that should matter at the end of the day, having fun. Yeah, that's true. I think I thought I was shooting it, but I wasn't. It's so true what you say. It is the most important thing, I feel.
Thanks, Shepard. That wasn't webbing stopping us. That was Reaper tech.
We ran into it too.
The Rachni have backed off for now, but they can smell our wounds. Any worthy enemy would regroup and finish us. Soon.
We're close, Grunt. Those barriers were protecting whatever's down that passage.
We'll dig in here, kill anything that moves. Buy you some time.
Good luck.
I don't need luck. I have ammo. Krogan, get ready!
He's become a very good leader. It's lovely.
Heads up, more eggs.
Take it slow.
Oh, mate, nah. Cave in? Hell no. That's one hell of a line. The one where he says, I don't need luck, I have ammo.
What is that?
Ew.
Grunt, we've located the central chamber.
Good. We got your back, Shepard.
You have incendiary. Oh yeah, I do actually, you're right.
Move it!
I love it when Shep gives calls. It's so cute. Well, it's not cute. Probably not the right word.
Find the power node.
I find it cute.
They're trying to stop us.
This is it, people!
This is it. Let's go.
Understood.
Oh, the music. Oh my god. Just when I think this game couldn't make me any more happy. I feel like this is the stream as well where I feel like I've got used to Mass Effect 3 now, like all the changes and shit. And it feels good again. So like, oh, I'm ready to be addicted again, gang. Just like I was for Mass Effect 2. Oh, you have to shoot it from the other side, I think. Oh, the music.
Come on, we gotta get past these barriers.
Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. Haven't used Shockwave very much, you know. This is really bad. Look at my health. Get off him! These are tough. These enemies are so tough. There's someone behind us. Oh, it's just the little ones. Oh, there is someone behind us. Shit, 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 shit. It's like smoky. You need to push through the coughing after each puff to enjoy the addiction. I feel like, yeah, that's literally what's happened. Now we're good. Now we're ready to get addicted and play when I shouldn't be.
Shepard, over here.
What?
Shepard, more of them!
Stay focused!
These things are tough as shit.
Understood. I'm on it. More of them.
Keep it up, people!
You got it!
Like, Shepard's encouraging them. She's such a good little leader. I love her so much. Like, telling them to, like, you know, stay focused, keep it up.
Got it.
Garrus, are you okay? This was fun.
Spook them won't last. Finish the job.
Copy that.
Hi. Oh yeah, they use corpses to talk.
are you?
The last.
What was Garrus doing in the background there?
We listen for the children. They are silent. Although the machines come and take them to war, they die alone, silent, far away.
The Reapers did this to you?
The sour note of the machines is everywhere.
I let you go back on Novaria. You promised not to interfere anymore. The Rachni were supposed to disappear.
Remember,
She's got really big.
we kept our promise. Retreated back through the relay. We started a new home. Beautiful children. Harmony. But the machines came. They heard our song. Their shriek of sour notes drowned us out.
They can't hurt you anymore.
We understand.
Can you still feel the Reapers? Can they influence you?
We hear the machines, but they cannot control us. Remove this last shackle, and we are free. The children return. They will destroy us all. Really fast.
We're getting movement here. A lot of movement.
Copy that, Grunt. Are you capable of fighting the Reapers?
We hate the machines. We will fight for our unborn children. Release us.
She's badly wounded. She needs time to escape.
Shepard, we're out of time. We stay here, Arlec Company dies. Is that clear?
Listen up! Arlec Company holds the Rachni off while the Queen escapes. We'll buy you some time. Grunt, fall back to our position and lead us out.
Damn you, Shepard! I'm leaving my team. On my way!
Shepard, you sure about this?
That's an order. She's too valuable an asset to lose.
Oh, she just ordered Garrus. She just said, hell no.
Now get us out of here.
Shuttles down that path. I'll hold them off. Get out of here, Shepard!
Don't do sad music. No, don't do this.
My turn.
Why?
Cortez, we're the last ones out.
Copy that, Commander. Shuttle is waiting.
Fuck off, game.
Grunt!
Anybody got something to eat?
Oh no. Gotcha. I feel that he just like me for real. It did get me.
I'm reviewing
I
your
thought my
report on the
son
Rachni
died.
situation, Commander. This could have gotten complicated fast. I hope you know what you're doing, cutting a deal with the Rachni Queen. We got burned last time. I'm trusting your instincts, Commander.
We can count on her support, Admiral.
I hope so.
I think
But
that's
we
the
got
last
Reaper
mission I'm
supply
gonna
of
do
new Rachni
tonight because that was
troops and
way
picked
too
up
much.
some additional Krogan support. I call that a victory. I've got to get back to it, Commander. Watch yourself out there. Hack it out.
That was too much. I thought I lost
Shepard,
my
you
son.
made it out of there. Sounds like I missed a hell of a fight.
Christ.
It was bloody, Rex. We could have used you.
Too busy talking rather than fighting. Feeling restless. A war going on and I'm stuck keeping the peace. I heard you made some kind of deal with the Rachni Queen. If they get out of hand again, it's your ass on the line.
Understood.
I heard Grunt managed to get out of there with a few scratches.
You could say that.
We'll get him patched up, back in the fight.
Good to hear.
I should get back to it. Keep me posted, Shepard.
Rex has so many scars down his face.
Shepard, test verified. Results promising. Can synthesize for universal Krogan immunity.
Good. Then you can put your knife away.
The cure's ready?
No, still need transmission vector. Cure useless unless given to entire species.
You're usually full of ideas, Morden. You altered the genophage before. There must be a way.
Of course, always possibilities, but time limited. Can't create new infections strained from scratch. Groundwater? No, too slow. Voluntary inoculation risky. Population too scattered for airborne, unless... Wait, yes! The Shroud. Constant global dispersion of air particles, built by Solarians to repair atmosphere of Tuchanka. Also used by Turians.
We used it to secretly spread the genophage virus. It ended the Krogan rebellions.
I'd be careful who you tell that to.
Sometimes I understand why the Krogan want to shoot everyone in sight.
Those were desperate times.
Yes, but useful now. Original genophage strain still in storage at Shroud facility. Can use it as transmission vector, then use Shroud to blanket Tuchanka with cure.
You clever little pyjack. That's our best shot, right there.
Then finish your preparations and be ready to go, Morden.
Of course. Ready when you need me. We'll be in medbay with Eve until then.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Oh, look at my reputation. Oh, you can't see it. It's in the halfway point. Right. I am gonna finish, I think. Rachni capable of feats of engineering comparable with any sentient species. While initially greeted with suspicion, the Rachni workers dispatched to the Crucible have been integrated into the project smoothly. They work especially well on tasks that benefit from group work. Oh, they're doing they're like worker ants. Grumble wants some noodles. Yeah, I need to make my son his dinner. So, I should probably think about finishing Oh yeah, this is the thing we found, the flotilla. A picture. Is that Garrus? No. I mean, it's hard to tell. That doesn't look like his eyepiece, I don't think. Is it? I don't know. I feel bad. I can't tell if that's a picture of my husband or not. I don't think it is. Yeah, he's copying him because he's not got his like armor and stuff. But he's wearing the eyepiece, but that's not him. Oh my god, he's trying to like get the attention of Shepard. Oh, God.
Commander, that was a skillful operation back on Sirkesh, extracting the female Krogan.
I had help. Warden Solis knew what he was doing.
Yes, Garrus mentioned the doctor was on your mission through the Omega-4 relay. I'm surprised a Solarian cares about the Krogan.
War is full of surprises.
Rarely the good kind. I'm just happy this one played to our advantage.
That's all.
He's cute.
Of course, Commander.
So cute. Victus is cute. I am finishing. I'm just
Need something, Shepard?
doing a couple of
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Morden. He got his tissue sample from me, all right.
Hey, yo.
Let's just say scalpels were never meant to cut where he cut.
Bomb. Or something else. Oh, wait. Do you think it was something else?
Shepard.
Hello, Anderson.
So I imagine by now you've wiped the galaxy clean of Reapers and we can all come up for air?
Not quite. There've been a few complications.
Aren't there always? Hackett filled me in on the Crucible. Sounds like you've got some knots to untangle.
I'm just glad I could take care of one of them for you. I gather you and Kaylee Sanders were close?
I owe you for that one, Shepard. Kaylee and I met almost 20 years ago. We even had a run-in with Saren in his early days.
She mentioned that.
She and I were more than close.
She misses you.
I miss her. End of the world has a way of reminding you what you forgot to do. Maybe when the war's over, Kaylee and I will do something about that.
You'll see her soon.
I can hope. But you've got a bigger problem right now. Like a galaxy full of scared bureaucrats.
It's what you hired me to do.
Mostly you were hired to kill Reapers. I hope you haven't been sidetracked by all the politics.
Nothing I can't handle. What about you? What's happening on Earth?
I'll spare you the details. But let's just say a lot of cities around the world have stopped checking in.
That bad?
You and I knew what we were in for, but everyone else? I don't think the shock's worn off yet.
Are you safe?
That changes by the hour. I caught a shuttle evac out of Vancouver, and now we're running from foxhole to foxhole just trying to stay alive.
What about the Reapers?
They're harvesting everything that moves. They're focusing on the big cities, which does give us some room to maneuver.
You think you can hang on?
Hell, we're still just trying to talk to each other. Right now, all we can do is organize the resistance at a local level. No lack of volunteers, at least. Everybody knows what's at stake.
I don't know how we'll win this yet, but we will. Even if it kills me.
Well, you've already died once, and that didn't slow you down. But let's not tempt fate. Keep yourself safe, Shepard.
You too, sir.
We'll talk again soon. Anderson out.
Bye. Stay safe.
You hear we had to evac another colony? Losing a lot. Don't hear about the Reapers losing much.
Well, Commander, Cerberus is attacking civilians on Benning. We've been asked to help evacuate the planet. You know, my lab studied the Rachni. Long-distance communication with no time lag, the ability to control workers, and at close range, the Queen can even speak through dead or dying members of other species.
Glad they're on our side.
If we can develop instant long-range communication without quantum entanglement, maybe when this war is over.
One last thing and then I'll go to bed. Husband? In the lounge. What? Why? Why is he? They move. I didn't know they could move. Wait, where's the lounge again? Why is he in the lounge? That's the problem with games like this. It's always one last thing. I know, and it's always going to be Gareth.
Wasn't the first time I faced Rachni.
Really? You've seen
He's
him
just
before?
vibing.
A few years back, on Novaria, Saren and his minions were trying to extract information from the Rachni Queen.
You saw the Queen?
Hell, we spoke to her.
You spoke? I can't imagine that. The things you've done, sir, they're amazing.
Well, it didn't seem that way at the time. Mostly, you're just clawing your way out of one mess and into another, hoping your ass comes along for the ride.
He's just chilling. Darling, warn me next time you stop collaborating. Well, I really wondered where he was. I was worried. Please do warn me.
Just one word, Shepard. Grunt. There'll be a lot more dead Reapers now. Siding with the giant spiders again, huh, Shepard? Let's hope this finally pays off.
I mean, I didn't know they could move from their spot. My mind is blown. Look at him, he's just chilling. He's literally, he does the bare minimum, and I'm just like, wow. He moved to a different part of the ship, and I'm just like, wow. Oh my god.
Most people have never even seen Arachni. The Normandy, we're a regular safari tour. If I never see another spider again, I'll die a contented Turian. Unless they have spiders in the afterlife. Damn. Shepard.
Oh, I'm a happy bunny. You're asking about checklists. Check the crew quarters. Oh, they move! They move! Oh my god, hang on. I need to just... Ugh.
I can't imagine anything so traumatic. You sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Go, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes. Mordin would just like some space to work with Eve.
Very
He kicked you out?
Oh no. I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed. Commander.
Hello, Commander.
I suppose I did notice
Hello,
that Chuckles
Commander.
and Adams both left the area, but it wasn't until Garrus wasn't collaborating that it just threw me into a spin. Right. I'm gonna finish here. Okay, right. Yeah, I really am gonna go now. I'm sorry. Right, okay. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. I think I've finally got used to Mass Effect 3. I think the addiction has fully set in now, so expect random streams at random times, guys. If you want to keep updated of when I go live because of that, I post in the Discord and on Instagram and Twitter. It's been chill. Thanks for hanging out, Al. I appreciate it very much. I'm glad you've enjoyed. Thank you, Sif, as well, for chilling, hanging out. Hope you guys have a good one. Have a nice evening, and I'll see you End stream so we can't see her play a photo mode. How? Oh my god. I'm gonna take so many photos. Right. Good night, everyone. I have a problem. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.